My name is Brian Cable, and this is the game of Cakewalk. It's a game for 2 to 4 players and for ages 8 and up, and plays in approximately 20 minutes. In this game, we will be taking turns eating one of these delicious cakes on the board, and we do that by, on the first turn, we can just choose any cake on the board, but you take a cake and you move the corresponding amount of spaces according to the number of candles on the cake. And then you go 1, 2, 3, and I've eaten this cake right here. You must be able to eat a cake on the board. If you cannot, then the game is over for you. But once I've eaten this cake, then I move on to the next player's turn, and let's say they use this to eat this cake here, and now let's come back to my turn. Then I am now restricted in which cake I am allowed to move. The cake I move must match the color, which is green in this case, or 4 candles. So I can choose like this 4, this 4, this 4, or any of these green cakes. So let's say I move this 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I've now eaten this cake here, and this other cake can just go into the middle here. This other player must do the same thing. They can move this pink one here 2 spaces according to the 2 candles on top, and they have now eaten this brown 2 candle cake. We keep going back and forth until this board depletes to the point where either we cannot find any cakes on the board where we can, of the color or number of candles, where we can successfully eat a cake, or we could use one of these 2 one-time use tokens that we get at the beginning of the game, which are basically an extra move. It allows us to make, like for example, I can move this one 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and let's pretend that's over here, and there's nothing there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and move 2 moves to eat a cake in my turn. I flip it over like that to show that's done. So that these become especially helpful near the end of the game, once the board starts to clear up quite a bit. And once you're like got all these in the middle here like so, and you've only got a handful of cakes on the board left. That's pretty much it. Once all players have been eliminated, then the player that's still left in the game is the winner. Game's pretty quick. It always progresses towards an end state because you are required to eat a cake every single turn. You can't just make a like 1, 2, 3, 4, I'm done, go. And it allows you to think ahead a few turns as for the implications of which cake you're eating, because you can see like, well, if I eat this, then next turn I'm gonna have to use one of these, and I can eat that. And you can usually think about 2 or 3 turns ahead, and the better players will probably do that in order to make sure that they emerge victorious. So anyway, that's the game of Cakewalk, and I look forward to everyone getting a chance to play it. Thank you.